Welcome back, guys. I've just been having a little bit of a look around the place, and it's like every time I think, yeah, I'm kind of pretty much done, like I suddenly realise how much more I could do. It's a bit of a quandary, I have to say, because like I do kind of want to wrap the thing up, but I keep finding things that I want to do. Let's sort this out down here, right? Because obviously this looks pretty horrible, this little bit. So let's go to here and docks and fancy bits and seamless road decoration, and let's just tidy this up because it looks so horribly scruffy at the moment, and we want it to look nice. So up to there, around the corner, one more, yeah, one more, boom, there, and then we just need to fill in this bit. There we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, cool. So that bit's done. Now the question is, what do I do with the rest of the building? And I'm looking at it, and like instantly I'm thinking, well, I'm going to have to do this bit as well, because again, it just looks messy. Don't you think? Looks messy. Yeah. Alright then. So let's bring this round there. Now, do I put... Yeah, I think I do go up to there. And then... Now what do we do in here? I guess... like that. I'll fill this bit in as well. And then we're going to have to do this bit in front of the stairs. And then I think we're going to have to do the bit around here. Like that. But having done that, this should now look like about 1,000,000 times better, and it does. Now I am wondering about, do I have to do it all around the wall as well? I'm looking at it, I'm kind of thinking yes, but at the same time, this needs to be, I don't know, dressed up in some way. I might kind of leave that for now and kind of see how I feel about it. But, I don't know, I'm not sure what we're going to put in here. We're going to put some stuff in here. I'm not sure what the hell it's going to be. And then we've got this area over here. And I'm thinking... I don't know, like maybe, I don't know, maybe like an inn over here. Now, I know that we've got the brewery, like over here. Where is it? Over here. That's the brewery, Quayside Brewery. But I think having an inn over here might not be a bad thing. Look at this building. This is pretty staggering, isn't it? The coaching inn. It's funny, like, because I haven't played for a couple of days. When you come back to it after a couple of days, it's like you start to see things slightly differently. Look at these buildings; they're just gorgeous. Let's have a look and see what we've got in the way of inns. So we've got the small tavern, which is a bit too small, I think. See, this isn't too bad. I quite like that. That's tavern number 2. I quite like those stone steps going up. That's a definite possible. This is the inn and garden, of course, but I think that's, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think that's a little bit too big? I don't necessarily think it is, and I think with the benches and everything. But I kind of wanted to keep, like, some grass in this area. We've got this one area over here, but I kind of wanted to keep a bit more grass going on. I don't like that, though. Oh, now I'm in a quandary, because I thought I was kind of going to go with that one. And which way round would I want it? I'd want it that way round, definitely. Or do we go with that? Man, that's a tough choice. You know, I might go with that. Seriously, I might go with that. You know what? I'm going to plop it in. I'm going to have a look and see how it looks. If I don't like it, I'll take it out. How are we doing with other stuff that we're putting? Oh, now let's well, let's have a look down here because we upgraded some of these houses. Oh, they're starting to get upgraded. Good, good, good. Excellent. So that's a nice townhouse. That's been upgraded to a fancy. Oh, they've got one of the roofs in. This one's been upgraded to a nice country house now. And we were upgrading some of the others, weren't we? Around the place. Over here. And once you start to upgrade them and you get some like differences in the heights and they don't all look the same. Ooh, it's a busy little town, isn't it? Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Still need to do some tidying up on the dock. Should we do that now? Should we do that now? Yeah, go on, let's do that now. Let's actually make some progress on doing some tidying up. Although we have made some progress, so I shouldn't be too harsh. So boom. And fill this one in. And this building. Gonna look much better when I've done this. Like a lot better. And up between these two buildings. Alrighty. There's a bit at the back along this edge. It's kind of difficult to get into the back of some of these buildings, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Cool. Alright. Let's do this bit in here. Oh, much tidier, much tidier. Finish this bit off. Much better, much better. Right. Let's have a little look at decorations. At statues of flag. Now, where's decorative piles of resources? Oh. Don't tell me they won't go on top. They won't. Oh, man. They won't go on top of these. Oh, they'll go on top of those, though. They just won't go on top of the dock pieces. But they will go on top. See, like these are piles of bricks. I do like things like that. They do look good. And they're all different variations. Should we have some bricks on the dock? I think we should have some bricks over here. I have no idea why. I just... big pile? Yeah, big pile. Or semi-big pile. So some bricks there. What else? What else would we want? There are other decorations. Let's have a look in the ghost decorations. Let's have some... maybe some barrels. Now these will go anywhere. And again, you've got different variations, so... I'm thinking like, we've got barrels over here, so like, should we be putting some barrels? Ooh. Oh, interesting. Ooh. Oh, now I like those. Let's put some of those in. We'll put one of those there. And maybe... 3 of those there. Ooh, and one of those there. Oh. I'll put some of those there as well. And then let's have some crates as well, because I want to kind of mix it up. How about we do some cratey things over here, maybe? Have some crates there, like that, and over here, maybe next to this building. What do you think? Let's see, what else we got? I'm thinking maybe we put some of those there, and then actually rotate those. Put those there. Cool. What else? What else? What else? What else? Gravestones? No. I don't know. Maybe some more barrels. Let's see, what other versions have we got? Yeah. How about? Yeah. It's a shame they're kind of stuck into the building. Oh, hang on. If I rotate them like that out there, yeah, that's right. Let's have those there. Cool. Oh, here we go. Stuff's starting to get put down. Be interesting when, like, once we've got like a bunch of stuff lying around on the docks and things. Let's get a few more bits and pieces lying around, I think. Let's have you like that. I'm not a big fan of this big box. I don't think it's particularly great, but those I quite like. Let's put those in. And then we'll skip one. Yeah, you know, up this end. Yeah, on this. No, that's a good place. Let's put some of those in there. Yeah, have some of those there. Cool. Now the decorations I'm going to kind of put in like bit by bit. We'll kind of see what works and what looks good and what doesn't and stuff. But it definitely looks better when you start to add a few bits and pieces, so it's not just, you know, acres of plain tiles on the ground. This obviously needs doing up, so let's do that. There's going to be a lot of this. Man. There was me thinking, yeah, you know, a couple of episodes, round the series off. Yeah, don't think that's quite going to happen. And there we go. A few round this side, and I think we're done. So there. There and there. Alright, cool. And now that's all looking nice. And we can definitely put some stuff along here. Where's our decorations? Decorations. Let's have ghost decorations. What do you think? Crates along here? Yeah, I think so. So some crates and not those. Maybe some different type of crates would be nice. Yeah. You know what, let's put one of those there, and then we'll have a big collection up there. There we go. Cool. All right. Now windmills. We put in some windmills, didn't we? Yes, we did. We put in some windmills. Some new windmills. Oh, over here. Whoops. Wrong key. And let's see, yeah, now these need to be cranked up to 3 millers. And they're processing, yeah, wheat into flour, wheat into flour, wheat into flour. Good, good, good. So we need to crank up, whoops. We need to crank up our millers. Oh, 46 millers now. Holy hell. So hopefully, now that we've got them going, we'll start to eat into our wheat mountain, which is a very good thing. What are we up to now? Holy hell. We're up to 1350. How many labourers have we got then? 132, and that's with 80 builders. And most of our builders are not doing anything because we're not really doing a lot of building at the moment. Alright, very cool. Very cool. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about roads. And I think we need to put some roads in. But I think we're going to put dirt roads in around the front of these. Oh, come on. Dirt road, there we go. So if we have dirt road in front of there, then along in front of there, and then, yeah, just meet up with that one. And let's have dirt road coming up there. Cool. Now we've got the school here. I'm just wondering if we should kind of extend this fence up to the road. And then we got a small market next door. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking like at least it should have some kind of road. Even if it's just a dirt road going up to the to there. I'm thinking a dirt road up to there and extend these fences. That's what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, it's going to get rid of these trees, which is a little bit of a shame, but... So let's put that road in there. Fences. Where the hell are fences? That's sets. It's not in sets. It's in decorative fences. We want these regular fences. And that's a 3 long. That's a 5 long. Flip you around. Oh. Now if we flip you around that way. That's not going to match up with this fence, unfortunately. Huh. And you can't put something there. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. We could, I don't know, maybe just put one there and one there, just to kind of create a little bit of a thing. I don't know. A little bit of a thing going on. Alrighty. Now, I did those 3. What about this windmill here? Ah, see, that needs to be cranked up as well. That's another miller that we need. Here we go, miller. 47 millers now. God, that should be producing a fair old amount of stuff. Now, what have we got over here? These are our sugar boilers. And they haven't got any sugarcane. So we've obviously ploughed through our backlog of sugarcane. Oh my god, look at that. 32% full. That one's 100% full. What's it full of? Bit of tin soup, well, wheat. Okay, well if we can get that down, we're looking good. Alrighty. Okay, things are coming along. Things are coming along. Let's check these 2 out. This is full of bamboo. Well, that's going to be going down, and full of tomatoes. Both of those should be going down. That's full of tomatoes. Okay, well those should be going down anyway because we are reducing our tomato mountain. Let's have a look at production. Let's inventory. That's by quantity. So tinned soup is up over 100,000. Well, that's what we'd expect. Bamboo is definitely going down. Tomatoes is continuing to go down. Wheat's going to hopefully start going down now. Reeds. We've still got a lot of reeds. We have got millions of tons of flour. We're going to need to put more bakers in. Dude. More sugar cookies. Alright, cool. So that's all working. Let's go up to this new huge area that I flattened. Right, well, our woodcutters are getting to work, planting up, which is good news. We've got our new market going. Excellent. And yeah, it's all looking good right now. It's all looking good. Now, we put in some houses. I put in like one house, didn't I? One or a few? No, there's a few actually in here. There's a few too many trees in here because you can't like see anything. This is a bit of a shame. And I was thinking of extending the graveyard and having like a big graveyard out the back. Should we do that? Should we do it? I tell you what, should we do it and see how it looks? I'm pretty sure it's going to stay. Let's see. What do we want? Transparent, fenceless, cemetery. Yeah, we just want a regular cemetery. The question is, like, yeah, like how big? Oh, see, you can only make it a certain size. Damn it. How big can you make it then? 60, I guess. Yeah, 60 is the biggest you can make it. Man. So, what if we made it... That's 20 by... I said 60, didn't I? And it's not. It's the biggest you can have is 20. Yeah, 20 by 20 is the biggest. I was looking at the number of bloomin' the amount of stone you needed. How about if we put in like a 20 by 13 and another 20 by 13? The problem with doing that is we'd need to rotate it, wouldn't we? Now, where do we have the gates then? So do we have the gates there or do we have the gates there? I think we're going to have the gates to the side then. The big gates. Okay, let's put that in. And we have the other one there. So it's 20 by 12 then. Okay, rotate it so that the gates are on the other side. Boom. Okay, so we've got a nice big cemetery going in there. We're obviously going to need roads around that. So, brick road. All the way around. And up there. There we go. We can't have a road down the middle, but that's okay. I don't want one. Okay. Still not. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this dock. I said I was going to put in some, like, just a little bit of fishing, a little bit of a dock, a little bit of fishing. Yeah, I guess we'll get to that at some point. Right. So these houses over here. Still not sure what we're going to do to kind of thin the trees out. I guess it's going to be putting roads in. So let's have some brick roads for these houses. Man, you can hardly see the damn things. There's so many trees. Like, seriously, it's actually difficult to see what the hell is going on. Man, that's some dense trees. Now, that's the front of this house. So, how about if we had a road going through here and then, I don't know, along the front of this house? I don't know. Maybe just like that. That's gonna help a little bit. We're taking a few trees out. And then, gee, look at this. You can barely see this house for all the trees. Okay, I'm trying to tell where's the front of this. Okay, the front of this house is there. So we'll put a little road up to the front like that. And then I don't know. I'm trying to pick like a sensible route. Like, where would a road go? Maybe, I don't know, along the side of this house and just hook up to there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's put those in and kind of see how that works. That should reduce the trees a little bit. And then maybe we can see what the hell we're doing. Alright. So we've put this in, which I kind of like. I do like this. I think maybe just put some trees in here and just kind of leave it alone. I suppose we do need a little bit of roadage. Put a brick road through there, like that. And our brick road through this side as well. Like that. But other than that, I might kind of just leave that alone. Like I said, just a few trees, and that might be perfectly okay. Now we've got this kind of nasty area here. Not quite sure what we're going to do about that yet. We'll see. We'll see. You know these tiles. We need some more tiles like that with different textures. You know, with like just a grass texture, so that when you get something like this, you could just plop some grass texture down. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? Somebody's going to tell me that already exists. Right. What next? What next? We got those mills in. They're going to be churning out the flour now. Yeah, they're banging out the flour. So yeah, we're going to need more bakeries somewhere. Now I've got to do the town hall and put like what do we put around it? We've got this kind of fence around this one. I must admit, I do like the look of that. That's very cool. We've got just a simple fence around this one, and that's very cool. Oh, and somebody came up with, because remember I was saying like how do you elegantly get down from like this to the 3 wide to 2 wide, and somebody did come up with a suggestion. One of my Patreon supporters came up with an idea. Would you believe? And they said, if you use, where are we? Not that. Yeah, that. Yeah, docks that. If you use this key wall trim, of course it has diagonals, so you could put like a diagonal there, right? And then I'll make sure they meet up correctly, and there, and rotate that. There we go. I should be pressing the F key, but so that goes there. Let's try that again. F key. There we go. F key. There. And then we can do the same on the other side. There we go. Do I put the bits in there? I think I probably do. So there and there. There we go. We need, I don't know, we need something in there. We need to kind of, I don't know, decorate this a little bit. I'll have a think about that. I'm thinking, I don't know, like benches and fountains and stuff like that. Oh, one thing I do want to look at is the street lights. Oh, they do look very good. Yeah, that's going to have to be extended, like, all the way down there. But I think, though, we need some of those in around the place, like, in general. Where, I have no idea where the hell they are now. Where the hell? No. They weren't in ghost items, were they? Oh, yes, they were. There you go, street lantern. See, I'm wondering, like, should we have a couple of street lanterns in front of it? And I think we should. So let's have one there. And one there. Are those the right ones? No, I've put in the wrong ones. Never mind. So let's put the right ones in front of here. Actually, no, yeah. Let me put the wall in. I guess. Should I put the wall in first? No, it doesn't matter. What the hell? Just get it done. There we go. And we're going to want the same thing. Are we going to want the same thing over here? I don't know, actually, because we've done it slightly differently. But having said that, we could put them inside. Hey, let's do that. That's cool. That kind of works. Boom, boom. All right. Yeah, needs to be a lot more of that going on. I like this little market area here. This is worked out kind of nice. Yeah, probably my favourite area. Probably my favourite area. Oops, wrong key. Right, it's I don't know. What next? What next? What next? So, we've got this in now. Yeah, that works. I think this is like being the main church and having a big area, you know, a big cemetery. I think that works. I think, like, what do we do with this? Do we put in like a row, like kind of a fairly formal row of trees down here? I'm kind of thinking we do. Now we've put those trees in, and some of the trees have died off because it's winter. We can actually see this a bit better now. So let's get some roadage going. So you're going to need a road up to your front door, aren't you? Yeah, of course you are. Where's your front door? If your front door's there, maybe you should have a road like that. And you've got a road in front of your front door now. You need a road in front of your front door hooking up to there. And I've just done yours, haven't I? Yeah. And this one, let's just put a little bit in like that. Okay, that works. That works. Like I said, there's going to be more housing going in here, but I must admit at this stage, I kind of don't know how that's going to work out. I guess sometimes you just need to give it a little bit of time and just kind of see. I love these houses now we've upgraded them. Love the fact, look, you got the windows open. How cool is that? Feels a lot more 3D, doesn't it, when you have little details like that. Little open windows and things. Alrighty. Let's just have a bit of a mooch around. Now I put in I put in the melting pots, didn't I? Yeah. The melting houses. I just want to see how they're doing. and see how these are doing. Look at the logs coming in. Ho, 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 ho. The logs are starting to part. Yeah, here we go. That's better. We're actually starting to get a few logs in. A combination of increasing the production from these and like once these two start producing, then we should be okay for logs, which would be a good thing. How are you doing? What are you? I just want to see what these are churning out. Ooh, 120 silver pfennigs. Nice. I guess these should be at like maximum production. Almost 200 logs a season. We're into winter. So, yeah, they're going to produce around 200 logs a season, by the look of it. So it's only, like 3 of them are only producing 800 logs. Sorry, 4 of them are only producing 800 logs, which isn't a massive amount, but it's a help. It's a help. Right, what else? What else? At this stage, it's just a case of kind of looking around and seeing what else we need to do. Like fairly obviously, when you look over here, obviously those need their. Well, let's do that. Let's put the extra tiers on these. So let's go to, where are we? Houses and no, it's not. It's not houses. It's sets, isn't it? Yep. Here we go. And we want modular residences, and we want the tier 3. So, oops. Oh, what? Why can't I put that on there? The hell? Okay, what the hell is wrong with this? Why can't I put that 3rd tier on there? That makes no sense to me. That should go there. There's nothing there. Why? Okay, I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. Okay, well, I'm going to put the 2nd tier urban cap, hopefully on this one. Yeah, like that. There we go. So at least that's that one done. I may have to, like, I don't know, get rid of these and put the level 2 cap on. I don't understand why the level 3 won't go in there. Very weird. Very weird. Alright, well, let's, you know what, let's do it, because we can't just leave it with the flat roofs. That just looks horrible, so let's get rid of that and get rid of that. That's kind of annoying. Alright, now, over here. I think we need to upgrade some of these houses. So let's have fancy country house. Let's be fancy. What do we think? Nice. Fancy. Nice. And nice. What's that? That's a joiner. These are the tailors. I'm going to leave them as they are, at least for the moment. Ooh, now, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Are we going to put the blue road up to there? And I think we are. How come I can put that road like straight through that house? That's kind of weird. Now let's put that up there. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put around here. Whether I want a fence or a wall or what type or don't know. Don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a little look. So Fences. Because, like, I do really like that. I think that makes a great feature. But we've already done it once. Doesn't mean you can't do it again. It does make a really nice feature. What are other alternatives? I mean, we could just use the wall ends, though, which would also work. Let's... sorry if there's noises in the background. There's kind of nothing I can do about it. I mean, it's one of the reasons that I've held off for the last couple of days on doing videos, because the noise here has just been ridiculous. I don't know. I think we put that in. Yeah, I think we put that in. You know what? I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put a few of these in. And let's take it all the way to the corners. I'll put the corners in as well. Yeah, let's put the corners in as well. We'll put these in. We'll see how it looks. But I kind of know how it's going to look, and it'll look absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we've got more houses upgrading. We want more houses upgrading round here. That's getting the top put in, isn't it? Yes, it is. We want to upgrade these. Let's upgrade all of these to fancy, I think. Now, you know what? 2 fancy, 1 nice. Cool. Then over here, these 2 to fancy. That one to nice. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, in this area here, I don't know, this area needs to be kind of reworked a little bit. What's that? That's a tailor. See, this is... I think this needs to be a bit posher. I think we need to upgrade that to a clothier. You know what? Let's do that. Let's upgrade that to a clothier. And then these houses around it, like, I think that should be a fancy. Oh, let's see. Nice or... yeah. Country. Let's make that a country. This can be a nice. This can be a nice. This barn can be upgraded. That'll look a bit better. I think that'll start to improve the look of this area with a bit of luck. And then we're going to have to work on this area. Do you remember, like, right at the beginning of this series, I had big plans for this. I was going to... because you've got the town hall here. And you've got the old fort. The old castle. And I was going to kind of do something around this. I really need to do that. I'm going to have a think about that. Maybe in the next episode we'll kind of do something with this square. And think about what we're going to do this area. Yeah, alright. We'll leave it there for this episode, guys. I hope you're enjoying, like, all the tinkering around and stuff. And please keep the ideas coming in, because you guys do come up with some really good ideas. So I will catch you for the next one. Peace out.